Hello everybody, it's Zerodaimaru here, and welcome back to the long-awaited, the much-requested Dwarf Fortress. Not gonna lie to you guys, this is like my fourth time trying to record this damn video because it doesn't want to work for me. This is my last kick at the can, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. So if you're seeing this, it worked. If you're not, then this video will never see the light of day and Dwarf Fortress can literally go to hell. Anyways. What do you guys need to know? We are not running the Masterwork mod this time around. This is, as far as gameplay is concerned, vanilla Dwarf Fortress. We are running things like Dwarf Therapist, Sound Sense. We'll be using some Quick Fort probably. We have DF Hack going. We'll be going to be using some of the modules out of that. But overall, nothing that's going to majorly alter the vanilla gameplay of Dwarf Fortress. I've already gone ahead, as you guys can see, and picked an embark location, as well as done an embark profile. Mostly because that took me longer than normal because I don't know how to really play vanilla Dwarf Fortress. I know how to play Masterwork Dwarf Fortress. Vanilla Dwarf Fortress is something that is fairly new to me. So, you know, that is what it is. So the embark location that we have has a bunch of metals. It has a stream. It has a bunch of wood. As you can see, we're in a bit of a forest here. Lots of big trees. Yeah. The other thing, and I don't understand why this happened, but it is what it is, and we'll just have to deal with it, is we are stuck with an aquifer on this map. I turned aquifers off in the world generation, and we got an aquifer anyway. So apparently the game is saying, fuck you, you're dealing with an aquifer. At first I thought it was just like, okay, the game thinks there should be an aquifer there, but because of my settings, there won't be. Turns out that is wrong. I went and I've already loaded up this game once just to check to see if there is an aquifer there, and there is. So we are going to have to work our way through that. It's not too hard to do, but it is a bit annoying. But, hopefully you guys will be able to see how that's done if you've never done it before. And you'll understand why I normally turn aquifers off when I play this game. So without further ado, I think we're ready to go ahead and get moving here. The first thing I want to do is clear out some trees. I'm not going to dig into the hill this time. I've kind of discovered in my last few Dwarf Fortress playthroughs, I don't like digging into hills. Digging into a hill is, in fact, suitably dwarfy, but I find that they're very hard to defend with all of the, the ramps and the slopes and whatnot that you have to deal with, and I prefer to just find a nice open area, dig into the ground, and, start working on it from there. Speaking of, this is where we're going to start digging in here. We're going to be using what is called the two-slit method to get through our aquifer. And we're going to have to dig down carefully. Actually, before we unpause here, let's go over to Dwarf Therapist. Connect. So as far as skills go, I gave a couple of decent miners. I should have given myself a decent carpenter. That would have made getting through this aquifer a lot easier. But it is what it is, and we'll just have to deal with the fact that we are stuck with... without a decent level carpenter. There's a few things I need to turn on here. Everybody gets to be an architect. You're going to be a carpenter, and you're also going to be our wood crafter. No, our carpenter and our wood cutter, I should say. It's a bit of a double up of duty, but right now we just... Actually, you know what? No, we do have plenty of doors for this. So you're going to be our carpenter. You're not going to be our wood cutter. Our wood cutter is going to be this guy. And you're also our weaponsmith, so maybe you shouldn't be our carpenter. Who's our second best carpenter? Alright, who's our fourth best carpenter, I guess? How good are you at being a carpenter? 51 versus 52. Alright, that's fine then. You're going to be our carpenter. You're going to be our wood cutter for now. Turn that off for you. Actually, let's get a couple woodcutters. I do have the extra battle axes that I took along just for potential defense, so that should be good. All right, let's commit this, and I think we are ready, finally, to unpause here. I've gone through and I've also taken care of all my key bindings, so there shouldn't be any problems there. Famous last words. My first attempt to record this. Key bindings were a major problem, and actually I'm already seeing a problem with my key bindings. I need to go and fix. General. This will only take a couple of seconds, so I'm not going to bother cutting this out. Sorry, guys. All right. So this is mouse 4, and it should actually be mouse 5. Ba-doom. And we'll get rid of mouse 4. And this is mouse 5, and it should be mouse 4. And get rid of that. Back out. Save and exit. Back to the game. There we go. That's better. All right. So we did dig out a little bit of a area here. Dig an up-down stair. Like that. Wait for our miners to get through with that. All right, there we go. Is this just regular clay loam? Yes, it is. All right. So dig an up-down stair into this. All right, and this is fire clay. Yeah, all right. Fire clay is actually kind of nice to have. Dig an up-down stair into this. Just keep going until we find our aquifer. Should be around here somewhere. Unless I got lucky and I found a hole through it. I wouldn't mind that. Unpause. I was pretty sure I should have hit it by now. Oh, nope, there it is. All right. So the first thing we need to do is we need to determine if this is a single level aquifer or a multi-level aquifer. Hopefully it's just a single, because that'll make my life a lot easier. Okay, now what we do to determine this is we dig a downstairs here. We wait for a dwarf to get to it. And then what we're going to do is... Did I screw this up? I think I may have already screwed this up. 1 second. Let me go back to my tutorial real quick. As I said, I don't do this very often, so I'm mostly just doing this partially from memory, and I also have the tutorial pulled up on my other monitor. All right. Dig downstairs next to your 2x2. Dig up downstairs and... Okay. All right. I see. I am right. I'm just being moronic. Then we dig up downstairs here. Wait for somebody to pick up that. All right, now what we do is we go down to the next level. So this is where our aquifer is, right? We go down to our next level, and we single step through. And the reason why we're doing this is because if we were to just run the game at normal speed, the water would kind of fill in this area before we got a chance to look at it. We want to make sure we look at it before the water has a chance to flow in. Do we even have a dwarf working on this yet? No, we don't. All right, so let's unpause until we get a dwarf. There we go. Shit. Oh, wait. I think I caught it. No, I didn't. Shit. That's a problem. All right, How do we do this? That's what I get for being impatient. All right, I'm going to assume, and this is probably a bad thing to do, but I'm going to assume that this is a 1 level deep aquifer because I'm pretty sure that's what I saw when I was checking this earlier. But yeah, what should have happened there is we should have been able to see this bit of stone here before the water flowed onto it. Now that the water's flown onto it, it's impossible to tell if that's another aquifer layer or not. All right. So the next thing we need to do is actually carve out some areas there. And we do need to come back up here now that we have a bunch of wood. And we need to build a workshop. Build workshop. We need a carpenter's workshop, which goes here for now. And we'll just make it out of wood logs. All right, so our carpenter should come along and take care of this soon. Yep. There he goes. And then we need to build. We need a few wooden blocks. Where are the wooden blocks? Wooden blocks, wooden blocks, wooden blocks, right there. So let's make 4 of those. And then we also need... we get 4 per operation, so we'll have more blocks than we need, but this is fine. We also need a enormous wooden corkscrew. Pardon me. We also need a pipe. There it is. All right. let's go ahead and let them finish off with that. Oh, there's something else I forgot to do here. We need to set up a zone for our animals to eat, or else they're going to starve to death, and that would be bad. We'll just make a nice big zone. Set this up for animals. Do that. And you, and you. Alright, that's fine. You know what? We also need to set up another zone before I forget. And this is going to be for water and fishing. I mean, no self-respecting dwarf drinks water of all things. I mean, come on. But, you know, in an emergency, it's probably good to have some water. What else do we need to do? Anything? Wait, do I have a duck? No, that's a drake. Okay. Oh, wait, is a drake not what I thought it was? I picked a drake because I was thinking, hey, cool, dragon. Is that not an actual dragon? Is that something else? I think I may have screwed something up there, but that's fine. That's fine. Let's see here. It only cost me 6 points. That's mostly the reason I bought it. It's like, hey, 6 points, and I get a dragon. Why not? Let's see. What else do I need to do? We've done that. We need to wait for this guy. Oh, I know what I need to do. Designate. We want to gather up some plants. Oh yeah, I miss my mouse controls. I really do. I should see if I can get those turned back on. I honestly don't know what part of Masterwork did that, though. I think it was DF Hack, so I should be able to do it. But we'll see. Oh wait, hold on. I think I see it right now. Alt-M? Alt-M. Nope. Alright, never mind then. Carrying on. You know what? Oh, we also need to actually set somebody up to do the plant picking. So plant gathering is going to be you. Even though you're the worst person for it, you're the only person that doesn't have something else to do right now. How's this coming along? All right, we're on to the enormous corkscrew, which is great. We're not making grates, we're making an enormous corkscrew, but you guys know what I mean. That was my lame attempt at being funny, by the way. Please ignore. All right, and then this should be the last thing we need, and we can... Oh yeah, there's actually something else I need to do down here. All right, we need to build construction floor. We need a 2-tile wide floor, which goes here. And we're going to make this out of logs, just because we don't want to use our blocks on something like this. There's a reason I turn off aquifers in most of my games, and it's going to become very apparent as to why here very shortly. All right, are we done? We are done. All right. Now, the next thing we need to do, and I need to go to my tutorial here real quick, just to remember exactly where I need to dig. Because this part can be such a pain in the ass to deal with. All right, so if we go down to our next level here, we need to dig these 2 spots over here. Dig those out. We also need to set up our pump. So build, machine components, screw pump. We need it to face the west. And we build it here. Wood block, pump, pipe, go. Resume. All right, where's my sound sense? Why do I not have any sounds? You should be playing. You also should be a little quieter than that, but... all right. This was making sounds earlier, so I don't know why it's not now. We'll have to wait and see. All right, we go down to here. We start pumping things out. We also need to set some people up to be pump operators, so let's go over to therapist. All right, everybody who is not a miner or a... All right, we're going to turn you off on wood cutting because we don't need 2 right now. Our carpenter can't be because we need him to do something else. So we need our miners free, and we need... Actually, you know what? We only need 1 miner free. All right, everybody else, keep that pump moving. Because if it stops moving, then it just becomes even more annoying. All right, so that is drained out. We should now have somebody come down and dig those out for us. 1 and 2. All right. Now, the annoying part is we need to wait or try to catch it when we can actually build a wall where we want to. Double checking. Yeah, okay. Let me see. I don't think I can build it now. Build construction wall. I don't think it'll let me. Oh, wait. Yes, it will. Perfect. All right, you go there, and we want to build you out of blocks. Bam. All right, now here's where the annoying bit comes in.
No, I can't do it.
Every time the dwarf that's building the wall touches the water, he's going to suspend the job.
Sorry, I can't do it, sir.
He gets a little bit done, but then he'll suspend the job. So we have to pause the game, come back, unsuspend, go again,
I won't do it.
and just keep repeating this over and over and over again until he finally finishes building the wall. This is why I don't play with aquifers. All right, build construction wall. Right there, out of blocks. Resume.
It won't work.
Unsuspend.
It won't work.
Unsuspend.
It won't work.
Unsuspend. Did I get it? Construction inactive. Okay.
I can't do it.
And yeah. So getting through aquifers is not a hard process by any means, but it can be irritating and time consuming.
Sir, you can't do that there.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
This one's taking longer than the other one did. Just very irritating. He's having his job canceled faster. He is getting... Oops. He is getting more and more done. But...
It won't work.
Nearly done.
Why do you think I can do this?
Unsuspend. Come on.
Ugh, no way. No.
Come on.
I can't do that there.
The nice thing about having an aquifer, though, is
It won't work.
it's fresh water. So it's really easy to build something like a dwarven shower, you know, build cisterns, that kind of thing.
It won't work.
We'd never really have to worry about pumping water in for anything or anything like that. You also have to be very careful with them. There we go. Finally got that. All right, now we need to dig out this area right here. All right, and build construction wall right there. Double check, make sure I didn't screw that up. You know what? I'm just gonna cancel this because I didn't see the material I chose. Yeah, I probably chose pine logs, which is not what we want. We want wooden blocks here.
Ugh, no way.
And rinse and repeat.
Sorry, I can't do it, sir. It won't work.
So, sorry guys, this is gonna be a bit of a pain for you guys watching because it's not exactly the most interesting thing in the world, I'm sure. But again, this is just this is why I turned the aquifers off, but for some reason the game didn't want to respect my choice there. So, you know, this is just what we have to deal with. As I said, not a big deal, just a little bit boring at the start. So hopefully you guys don't mind too much. Build construction wall. Right there. Make it out of... We are actually, in fact, out of blocks. So let's come back up here. We need to get you building up some more blocks. More blocks, more blocks. Where are they? There they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That should be more than enough. All right, guys, that is going to have to be it for this episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed so far. It's great to be playing Dwarf Fortress again, and we will get into more, actual fortress type stuff as soon as we're through this frickin' thing right here. It won't take us too much longer, so thank you guys for your patience. And again, hopefully you guys are kind of seeing how to deal with an aquifer in your own games. There's something that I should probably play with more, if I'm being perfectly honest. I just tend to turn them off because I don't want to deal with the irritation. But they can be super helpful in the future, and we will have to, just because we kind of got stuck with one, we'll have to maybe show off just how useful they can be. Though that won't be for a few episodes yet. We still actually, once we're through the aquifer, we actually have to, build the basics of our fortress. But either way, guys, I hope you have enjoyed. If you did, please hit that like button. It certainly helps me a lot. If you would like to see daily video updates, then please subscribe. And until next time, so long.